This goalie came within a few inches of being the mega goalie that a lot of people predicted he was going to be, but unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond his control, he was mired in St. Louis. He was back up to Bernie Perron with the Flyers. He was back up to Ken Dryden in Team Canada, and he was just, a little bit better than a backup, a little bit less than a starter, but talented nonetheless. So today we're talking about the pride of Team Canada, Stanley Cup champion, and also a very, very good part of St. Louis's developing system in the early 70s, Wayne Stephenson. Now, born in Fort William, Ontario, another beautiful community. Born, again, Wayne Frederick Stephenson. He was 5'9", 175. Not the biggest goalie in the world, but from what he did, he filled the cage. Now, first came to major problems in junior hockey when he played with the Winnipeg Braves over 2 seasons. He eventually graduated to the Edmonton Oil Kings, the 65 Memorial Cup, decided to go on the national program, 66, 67, and 68. He played internationally all the way up to 1971. Played in 2 Worlds and won bronze with Team Canada at Grenoble, France in 1968. Now he broke in with the Blues in 1972. We had 1 game and 2 starts, but got seasoning that year with Kansas City Blues of the CHL, 5-11-4. Now Stephenson's multiple styles. Sometimes you would kind of be a stand-up, sometimes butterfly style. Him and Dryden played the majority of games with Team Canada during that great success internationally, which was, of course, the last gasp of the Father Bauer program. Now, he attended University of Winnipeg and got an economics degree and also worked as an accountant. After he retired from pro hockey, he worked in the banking industry. Now, when the NHL career began in 71, he was undrafted. St. Louis signed him as a free agent. After 3 campaigns with the Blues, he was traded to the Flyers to be their primary backup. Now, while with Philadelphia, he was the number 2 to, of all people, Bernie Perron for the 74-75 season. When Perron suffered a pinched nerve in his neck during his 76 preseason that required surgery, Stephenson became the Flyers' starting goalie and retained a job when Perron returned late in the season, but couldn't regain his previous all-star form. During that campaign, Stephenson allowed 1 goal in the Flyers' win over the Soviet Red Army hockey team, a 4-1 victory Stephenson referred to as the highlight of his career. Now, Stephenson knew his worth and sought a salary increase to reflect his new responsibilities to the squad in the 76-77 campaign, but management held firm and he returned to Philly lineup after a 2-month holdout. The friction generated by the dispute fueled his exit from Philadelphia. He was eventually traded to the Capitals prior to the 79-80 season and played there for 2 seasons before retiring. Unfortunately, Stephenson died from brain cancer in 1980. He was married for 39 years to his widow Nadina, and the couple had 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. He passed away at the young age of 65 in Madison, Wisconsin. Awards and achievements: MJHL First All-Star Team goalie 1965, MJHL Top Goalie 65, and the league's MVP that year. He won the Turner Cup in that campaign, emblematic of MJHL supremacy. Played in the World Championships for Team Canada in 67 and 69, and of course part of the Grenoble team in 68. Won a Stanley Cup with the Flyers in 75, and also played in the All-Star Game in 76 and 78, and is also an honored member of one of the best hockey Hall of Fames in the world, the Manitoba Hockey Hall of Fame. Now, again, rookie campaign with St. Louis, 73, 18, 15, and 7, got him in the postseason, where he was 1 and 2. 74, he went 13, 21, and 5. Now, first season with the Flyers on the bench, 7-2 and 1, 2-0 in the playoffs. 76, 40, 10 and 13 in the regular season, 4 and 4 in the postseason. 77 with the Flyers, 12, 3 and 2 in the regular season, with 4 and 3 in the postseason. 78, he went 14, 10 and 1, 79, 20, 10 and 5. Washington in 1980, he won 18, 24, and 10 on a very much improved squad. In 81, his last NHL campaign went 4, 7, and 5. Final NHL totals: 146, 103, 49, 18,343 minutes behind the cage. In the cage, 14 shutouts with a 3.06 average, 11 and 12 in the postseason, 2 shutouts, 3.11. Now at the World Championships in 67, he played one game, got a victory. 68, he won 2-0 in 3 games at the Olympics. And 69 Worlds, 3 and 5 and 8 starts with a 3.38 average. So again, Wayne Stephenson sort of got a little bit of negative publicity because of his effort against Montreal in especially games 3 and 4 in the Spectrum. He felt he gave up weak goals, but you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the NHL style that Montreal had at the time, they would make the goalie look weak because they would choose to attempt shots when the goalie wasn't ready. And Stephenson was a very cerebral goalie, so what he tried to do with him, like they did with Perron before, is kind of hit him with shots that maybe he wasn't expecting. But if you look at the tape, it seems like Stephenson was weak, but he wasn't. He was a typical European-style goalie from Canada. In the 1980s and 90s, you were seeing more and more of Wayne Stephenson's style, which basically was let the puck hit you, you don't hit the puck. But Stephenson, I saw him in St. Louis. It was night and day when he arrived in St. Louis with the Gary Unger Blues. They really were becoming a very, very consistent contender. They had enough rookies and veteran players to play around him. And, that's a really good job playing with Bernie Perron because Bernie was a very good teammate. And his experience in Toronto and the WHA really helped Wayne's game. Even when he was injured, Bernie was always there for Wayne, and Wayne was always there for Bernie. So Wayne Stephenson, Team Canada hero, Stanley Cup champion, big part of the Blues legacy, big part of the Flyers legacy, and again the rebirth of the Capitals into a contender. He gave the Capitals confidence in between the net because it showed him and Gary Smith as well. When quality goalies were manning the cage, Al Jensen as well, Washington was coming on. So if you like what we're doing with our goalie profiles, let us know what to like, comment, subscribe. If there's any goalie from the 60s, 70s, 80s we haven't profiled, let us know. We take requests on a regular basis. And these requests, of course, are highly appreciated and heavily considered. We don't try to refuse, we try to promote. And if we have something good to say, we're going to say it, and Wayne Stephenson was good. Wasn't a superstar, but pretty freaking close. Thanks for listening. Bye.